G'day everyone, Tony Hodge from Star Vision Campers and Caravans, and today in this video I'm going to show you how to set up the canvas awning on the Star Vision PX1. Alright, so we're just going to undo the four clasps on the bag. At that point, just bring the buckle down a little bit for when you put it back together. Okay, now we'll just unzip the bag. In here we're just going to undo the buckle on either end of the awning. Leave the center one done up for the moment. And now we'll do the final buckle. Just hold the actual awning there with one hand and just let go of the clamp. Once again, bring the buckle down for when you roll it back up again, just makes it a little bit easier. And then with two hands, we're just going to slowly allow this to roll down. There's a bit of weight in it. It's a nice heavy duty canvas awning. We're just going to roll this down to the ground. We're just going to let it sit on the ground and then just roll this aluminium rail over, and we'll just leave it at that point. Now we're going to go in and we're going to bring out one of the arms down, and we're going to put up one corner first, and then we'll do the other corner. Take this leg out now, and we'll just leave it resting on the ground there, and we'll just take this corner out a little bit. Bring the canvas up over the rail, and we'll leave it at that point. And then just go in underneath the awning. I'm just going to grab the pole from the aluminium housing, just swing that down. With this loose, the clamp's loose, we're just going to take this end and put it into the end of the aluminium rail, just lifting up this corner as we go along. Okay, now we're just going to get that spigot into this hole here. And then just pull it out as far as it can go, and then just lock it into place. And then we're going to put the Velcro strips around that pole just to make it secure in two places. And at that point, we've got one corner up. We're going to go and repeat the same on the other corner. Just reach in there, grab that pole, undo the clamp, and then grab the railing, and then just simply walk it out, just putting that spigot into that hole there, and then stretching it out as far as it will go. And then locking it into place. So just bring the canvas over the edge of that rail. And then once again with the Velcro strips around that pole. At this point, we're going to put the two spreader bars in, and we'll just grab them from the pole box. One end will have a hook, and we'll place that into the aluminium extrusion, the aluminium rail up the top. So just push the canvas up, let the hook come in straight, and then just angle it around. And we're going to undo the clamp, take it out fully into that hole, and then we're going to just gently stretch that pole out and then lock it into place. At that point, lock it into position. And do the same with the other spreader bar. Now don't worry too much if these end ones come out. Just go back and just reinsert those. Make sure you've got enough tension on there. Lock them into place. Okay, from here we'll just raise these poles up now to a height that suits you. Just stand back, make sure it's level. Then just put these clips into these holes here, either end. Okay, at this point we're now going to raise the roof. And then we're just going to put up the center pole and we're pretty much done. So again, undo the clamp, rubber stopper at the end for the middle pole. And that little spigot, just feed that up into this hole up in there. And just bring it up straight and just give it a bit of support. And then down in with this clip. And from there you can just level it up, straighten it up, tension it up. And that's pretty much the basic setup of the awning on the Starvision PX1. All right, now we're going to pack up the awning, and to do that we're going to lower the roof down first. Once the roof is lower, we're now just going to take out these two top stabiliser bars and put them away. It's best just to take it all the way up, lock it in, and then just close it, just so the pole doesn't keep coming out. And then when you're up here, lift it up, and then down. If you're not careful, you can bend the aluminium a little bit. Once you've got the two spreader bars out from the top, we're just going to take the center pole out. So then just take out this clip from this pole and just bring the pole on this corner all the way down, and we'll repeat on the other side. And then we're just going to gently lower this corner down to the ground, and we'll do the same on the other side. And the reason we do that is so that when we take these poles out and put these poles back up in their home, is that it's not going to come crashing down on us. And then just take the Velcro off this end pole, undo the clamp, lock it up into place. And then just go in behind the canopy and put it up into the aluminium railing. And just sit the pole into the aluminium railing like that. Then we're just going to repeat that on the other side. Then when we're here, just bring back the canvas and just gently place the leg into the aluminium railing on this side. Do the same on the other side. And just gently roll it over on itself once. Now the whole idea of getting this away is to get it away as tightly as we possibly can so that it can fit into the bag. Often you'll find if you don't do it correctly, the bag will hang out here and there's no chance you're going to get this cover closed off. So what I tend to do is just bring that canvas up in there and then just zip the corner of the bag just down to there so it stops it from coming away. Of course, if you've got two people doing this, it's going to be easier, but this is for a one-person operation to show that it actually can be done. And then I'll just straighten that up. Something like that. I'll do the same on the other side. And now we're in a position just to gently roll the awning back up and put it away into its cover. To roll this up, come back into the center again and just roll it along the ground first. There's no need to do too much lifting if you can get away with it. And then just roll it up along the side of the camper. And then we've got it to this stage. We're just going to we're going to lock this middle one in to leave our hands a little bit free. And you might remember before I've taken the part of the buckle all the way down so that I can just with one hand holding it up, lock that in. Now that can rest in there now, and we've got a chance to go back on either end and just make sure it's all nice and neat. So I'll start off on this end. I'll undo the bag, and you can see that's fairly even with the actual railing. And then I'll just roll this up. And I'll then tension that up and just tuck the excess in behind itself. I'll come around to the other end, undo the bag, pull this down, lock it into place, and then just roll it up and tension it. Tuck the excess in, and then just do the middle one. And you've got a nice, tightly rolled up awning in the bag, and it should be a simple matter now of just zipping up the bag without having to struggle trying to get it in to the bag. And there we go. Then we finish it off by just tying the outside of the bag. And what I recommend is tuck it back in on itself, the excess strap, once, twice. Otherwise it's going to flap around when you're driving, and it's going to be a nuisance in your rear vision mirror. Once, twice. Once, twice, and then the final one here. And so if you follow these steps, it's a fairly straightforward operation, one-person operation to wind out the awning, get the awning set up, and then to put it away. So I hope that you found that video helpful.